Hey y'all, it's Natalie and I'm here today with a process video for a cherry on top crafts. And the star of the show today are these gorgeous rainbow butterflies by AALL Create. It's AALL. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's how you spell it. And these are called Winged Delights. They're just laser cut butterfly die cut ephemera, and they're gorgeous. And so I kind of dove into some of my 49 and Market collection to go with these butterflies. I'm going to use a lot of rub-ons, which are some of my favorite products. So I'm just kind of combining a few collections. I think it's mostly last year's Spectrum Gardenia collection. I was just inspecting those to see if they were going to show up as white if rubbed on or if they were clear on the inside, and they're kind of both. But I'm going to do a little boldness here. So I grabbed this black Dina Wakley acrylic paint, and I'm just using a really large paintbrush to do a very bold stripe of acrylic black paint across the top. And so I like the juxtaposition that this really bold black kind of will have against the pink and all the rainbow that I will create on this page of a photo of me and my husband. So I did that acrylic paint, and it dried pretty quickly. But I also want to kind of give a fun detail around the edge. So I'm going to use this blending brush, and I'm going to just very lightly create a black border all the way around my page with like circular motions going off of the page, so it just kind of looks like a smoky outline all around the page. And then I'm going to add additional texture and interest by adding some second and third generation stamping around the edges as well. And I just am really going for a very distressed look, and yeah, that's kind of my thought process here. So I have just some stash stamps. This one is like, I think these are old Amy Tangerine stamps. So I definitely suggest having some scratch paper there when you're doing a technique such as this. You can see I had something on my stamp, so it took a few presses to get a perfect image, but I'm also making sure I don't want the super bold first stamp. So I'm stamping off onto the paper the first generation, and then just utilizing the second, third, or more as I go around. I'm just like lightly stamping it onto the ink blended spots, and it's kind of hard to see on camera, but in the close-up photos you'll be able to see it gives a really nice hatch texture with that first stamp. And now I'm going in with a leopard stamp because leopard print is my jam. It's always been my jam since I was like in middle school. And so I had that stamp there, and I was like, let's add another texture. And it's just really subtle, but I think it's fun around the edges. So I'm going to pull from these two different rub-on sheets for my title, and it's gonna be Happy Together. This was a photo of my birthday. So my birthday was yesterday, and so I decided to scrap last year's birthday photo. And I didn't really have any rub-ons for a birthday though, so I just decided, well, we'll just talk about like us in the photo because it's like one of my favorite photos of us together. I was testing out to see if that pink color rub-on would show up onto the black acrylic paint, and it did show up, but you could still see like the film around the edges. And so I decided that I didn't really want to utilize the rub-on on top of the acrylic paint. I will just place it below the acrylic paint. So now I'm just kind of organizing my butterflies. I'm not going to say it's necessarily a rainbow order because it's not really the Roy G. Biv, but it's kind of like color blocked, I guess is what you would call it. So they're just going to go across from the top down to the bottom, stopping to allow for the title. And I'm really loving the way that looks. So I printed the photo in black and white just so that it didn't clash with any of the gorgeous rainbow butterflies that I knew that I wanted to be the star of my layout. And so I love that these AALL Create butterflies are different sizes. So they're really good. They're multiple different sizes. So they're really good to layer up, and they don't kind of look mixed too matchy-matchy. They're very pleasing to the eye when you're grouping them together. So I just grabbed this little stripe paper from 49th and Market as well, and I'm just inking up the edges to kind of match the edges of my background paper. And I'm going to use that to map my photo. and just give it a little bit of distinction from the background. And I pulled out a few of these film strips from 49 Market as well, a couple different collections, to just give a little bit of interest behind that and add a little pop of color. So I loved combining these butterflies with the 49 Market products. 49 Market did have butterflies with the Spectrum Gardenia collection, and I actually, you'll see me in a little bit go in and add a few of those because I like how some of them were different. They didn't have the pops of black on them, and so I did sprinkle a few amongst these AALL Create butterflies, so they worked really well together. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this page turned out. So it doesn't have to be necessarily about my birthday, but it definitely contains things about me that I love. You know, I'm using my favorite products, which are rub-ons, and I love rainbow. And so that kind of is taken care of by these butterflies. So super happy about it. I decided to dive into all of these gorgeous other like background rub-ons to kind of give a base of other little bits that peek out from around the butterflies, and just add a little bit more of the color blocking that I'm going for. And then I love how the rub-ons can layer together. So I definitely wanted to put that color bit at the bottom. And then I layered on the bigger title that kind of had, you know, an openness within the letters. And then I put the colored word on top of that. So it's Happy Together is my title. Sorry if you can hear that bird. It's like super loud right outside my window. I'm not really sure like what got into that birdie. We have a lot of birds. We have a lot of birds building nests on our porch and our deck. Not a big bird person, so I'm not super into that. But of course, they all have eggs and babies, and I can't do anything about their nests until those things fly the coop. The coop? It's not coop, the nest. But I decided to add a bit of green down at the bottom where I have those turquoise butterflies, and so the color was not exactly the same as the butterflies, so I did go in and add a couple of those little palette square or rectangle colors as well. And then I have one coming out of the black stripe of paint up at the top that's red. And then on the same sheet with the together word was a definition for the word happy, and so I thought that would be cool to add at the top. So I'm just kind of building the distressed bits around my background that will kind of be the first layer before I add the butterflies. When I'm gluing down the butterflies, I'm just using the middle parts of the butterflies, and I'm kind of leaving the tops or the edges of the wings unattached so that I can go back and kind of fluff them up. Which I kind of did with like a little Cricut tool. You'll see me in there using it to fluff them up so I can tuck things under and around them. Because I can't really sometimes get them off the page with my nails so well. So there I go. I'm adding in the Spectrum Gardenia butterflies as well. And so they don't really have much black on them. So, and they're smaller size than most of these other ones. So I thought that they would really help with creating the, different, what's the word I'm looking for? Like depth of layering with the butterflies that I was looking for. I'm not sure if that's the word I was looking for. I wanted to add in another pink one. Oh, no, that one's red. So I think we're about done. I did pull out some clear. Oh no, you know what? I'm not about done. So this is where I start going in. So I've already glued down all the butterflies, but at this point, sorry, you can see like my face and hair right there. I go in and I start adding in additional rub-ons, just kind of tucking them under the bits that I've already glued down, because I realized that I wanted more interest peeking out. And so this is a really good way. These rub-ons are a really good way to do this if you maybe have an aversion to mixed media, or if you've just already done what I've already done here and laid things down and glued things down, and you're really worried that adding a splatter of paint might ruin that, and you are nervous about that, or you just don't want to get messy. Rub-ons are a really good way to kind of achieve the same look, but it's not messy. Rub-ons aren't messy at all. You just rub them on. And as far as I've been using them for the past few years, these ones from 49th Market, they hold up really well in my page protectors. So I love them. Like I said, they're one of my favorite products. So I definitely suggest grabbing some if you haven't yet and trying them out. And lastly, I'm just going to add in these gorgeous flat back gems. And there are a few different sizes and they're clear. So they're going to pick up whatever color I lay them on top. And you can see the white glue at first. I'm using Nuva adhesive, but the glue dries clear and then it just picks up the color. So in the final photos, you'll be able to see that the ones on this black paint, they look black, and the ones on the pink background, they look pink. And so they're just a little bit of added sparkle that is just really fun, and I am super glad that I added them in. And I'm not sure if these are still in the store, but you can definitely get all different colors from Pink Fresh Studio. I will link down below with these products that do still exist in the store, and if they're not still in the store, then I'll link something similar and you can achieve the same results with them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check me out on the Cherry on Top blog today, and I will put my affiliate links down below. Like I said, if you're asking about any of these products, if I don't link down for something and you're interested, let me know. I love to help you out, aka enable you. Look at how gorgeous these AALL Create butterflies are. I love them so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, y'all.